Today we're making the ultimate comfort food for your easy enjoyment. Moroccan chicken and lemon tagine. Soft and with warming spices. Takes 25 minutes to make and you don't need fancy equipment. Plus it's vegan if you close your eyes. We start with 900 grams or 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. You can do this with bone-on, skin-on thighs as well, which will make it even more luxurious, but it'll take a touch longer to cook. Unfortunately, breasts are dry, so stay away from those. Either way, grab a chopping board for your raw meat prep and fix it with a piece of wet paper towel. If you want to keep having all your current fingers, then stay with us for the time being. But you do what makes you happy. Remove the little bits of cartilage from the chicken thighs, as store-bought ones like these will most likely still have them attached. Keep them for chicken stock or feed the bin, your choice. Heat a large pan with a generous touch of olive oil. Salt the chicken and fry them on high until beautifully brown all over. Color is flavor. Don't clean the pan because we need to fry some aromatics in the same pan. Set aside for now while dealing with a few onions. Cut 200 grams or 2 medium onions in half lengthways. Slice them indiscriminately, nice and thin, any way you want. Clean up 35 grams or 4 to 5 pieces of garlic cloves. Crush it or mince it and add it to the onions. Place your chicken pan back on the stove and add more olive oil. In goes the onions and garlic. Salt these straight away to avoid them from burning and release the onions' juices. It's also a wise thing to salt as you go along. Cook the onions on low, stirring every now and then. Meanwhile, you take a good fat pinch of saffron. Add boiling water and let it bloom for 10 minutes. We'll need a few easy to find common spices. 1 gram or half a teaspoon of sweet paprika or smoked paprika if you're feeling wild. 1 gram or a quarter teaspoon of turmeric powder. 3 grams or 1 1/4 teaspoons of ground cumin. 0.3 grams or 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. 2.5 grams or 1 teaspoon of ground ginger. And 1 gram or 4 to 6 bay leaves. Next is a very special little condiment, widely used in Moroccan cuisine, preserved lemons. I have a video on how to make these, but they take some time. So either pick them up online, which I have a link for in the description, as well as do the video, or simply use some thinly sliced fresh lemon. You could even use dried lemon slices, but of course, it's best to use the real deal. Remove the center parts of the lemons and slice the skin into thin strips. You need 80 grams or half a cup. Once the onions are fully soft, add back the chicken thighs, along with 700 milliliters or 3 cups of chicken stock, or water if you're not vegan. In goes the saffron along with a bowl, the bay leaves, the spices, the lemons, optionally but necessary pitted green olives. Give it all a good mix to force a friendship of unity. Simmer it gently on medium heat without letting it boil to death. It'll take about 20 minutes. Perfect time for us to make a delicious spiced traditional couscous. Not compulsory, you can simply have it with rice, but for the full experience, you make the couscous. Heat a saucepan over medium heat with 25 grams or 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Add 100 grams or 1 medium onion, finely chopped, followed by 10 grams or 1 to 2 minced garlic cloves. Salt it and cook it until fully soft and translucent. Add 80 grams or half a cup of drained tinned chickpeas, 1 gram or half a teaspoon ground ginger, a little pinch of cinnamon, 1 gram or half a teaspoon of ground cumin, 30 grams or 2 tablespoons chopped almonds, 30 grams or 2 tablespoons chopped dried apricots, and 150 milliliters or grams of chicken stock or water. A little touch more salt, and bring it all to a boil, before adding 100 grams or half a cup of couscous. Remove from the heat and immediately cover with a lid. Set a timer for 6 minutes, after which you'll have a beautifully fluffy and fragrant couscous. Bunch up and finely chop 12 grams or half a bunch of cilantro leaves. Add most of it to the chicken, keeping a touch for the couscous. Add 12 grams or 1 tablespoon of sugar to the chicken tagine. This is to balance the sweet and sour. Give it a taste to make sure you're happy. It should be warming and fragrant, with a marvelous, gentle contrast between sweet, salty, and tangy. Dish up a tiny mountain of couscous, followed by a generous portion of chicken tagine, with plenty of juicy lucy, and the final touch of fresh lemon zest, and maybe a grinding of black pepper, if you wish, will send you well on your way to go live a happy life.